From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
This is Samuel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Rodgers now to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Ball again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A handoff for Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's a give to Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Another nice catch there by Garrett Wilson, who's off to a really nice start in his NFL career. He was Rookie of the Year in 2022, and in 2023, his second 1,000-yard season. He's looking for an even bigger leap this year with Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback throughout the entire campaign.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Now it's Rodgers. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got some...
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And running with power here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is 2nd and 8. Purdy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
In motion, the tight end. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Purdy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Rodgers to throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Connection made to Ruckert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll give to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Now Rodgers got his man. It's Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run. It's Hall. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown! From 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
In motion left goes a tight end. Play action, now Purdy. That's for the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured.
Touchdown 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Hall. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
They go play action here. Purdy. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Purdy now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now Purdy. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down and 6 now. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. A third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Rodgers. And that one too wide and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Rodgers. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through,
And that will tie things at 17 all.
so we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Second down and 8.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Purdy looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. New York ready to go again offensively. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now 2nd and 4.
Rodgers to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
To throw is Rodgers.
To the sideline and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Buying time to his left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's second down and 3. Purdy to throw. Pass complete, Samuel.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Throwing, Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw is Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
Here's first and 10.
McCaffrey on the counter.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
First throw of overtime for Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
A 2-yard touchdown run. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And New York set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
He's got this to Williams, complete. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Jets.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie the ball game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Powering his way forward. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Samuel. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A man from nearby Stanford, Solomon Thomas, on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.